Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Monday and it's a holiday. So let's see who all's here this morning that maybe can't be here normally because you're usually at work. But maybe you can join us today because it is a holiday. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I see a picture of my Gizmo. Good morning, Gizmo. Good morning, Blue Jean. Annie, thank you for sharing this into the messenger group. I'm going to share it into the Angelic River family. See if we can get our family in here together this morning. Happy Memorial Day. Let's wake everybody up, Annie. Let's shout out some names and see who we can get in here. Suzanne, there you are. Good morning. All right, we got a few of you. Let's see who all's here. Deirdre, you're awake. Good morning this morning. Auntie Jean Lorio, Blue Jean, thank you for that picture of Gizmo. And you can't hear me. You can't hear me? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Somebody please let me know if you can hear me. Yes, you hear me. Okay. So everybody's hearing me except you, Annie. Ricky, Josie, good morning. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. Now that I see I don't have a technical glitch. Hand on the heart and slow down the breathing. Add in the love. Pull all that love into you from the divine. Know that you are loved. You are worthy. You are enough. You are blessed. You are exactly where you need to be in this very moment. And how about some I ams from you? What is your I am? I am excited on this Monday. It's travel day. It's the day I head toward California. So I am ready. I am willing. I am able. And I'm going to head down that road. So, so let's have some I ams and tell me what you're grateful for. You know I asked this. So one of these days, y'all are going to start giving me lots of gratitude on here. We're going to make this a happy gratitude hour. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Good morning. Catherine DeSante, good morning to you. Deirdre, I am blessed and presently grateful for my peas. Me too, Deirdre. Thank you for that beautiful I am. Anybody else have an I am? What are you? All right, so I am going to read the angel message from last night, which is embrace your luminosity. Sorry, I have to get it here where I can read it. I'd rather regret the things I've done than regret the things I haven't done. And that was Lucille Ball. I'm with you, Lucy. I spent too many years worried about what others would think or say. In our human journey, the desire to be accepted and loved is deeply ingrained within our souls. We yearn for the warmth of connection, the affirmation of our worthiness, and the joy of belonging. However, in our quest for external validation, we often lose sight of our own divine essence, disregarding the sacred truth that lies within. From the earliest stages of our lives, we are conditioned to seek approval and conform to societal norms. We learn that our worthiness is determined by how well we meet the desires and expectations of others, forsaking our own inner voice in the process. Dear angels, I feel that I lost so many fragments of myself along the way as I did not use my authentic voice. How do we reclaim the fragments of our true self that we have scattered along the path of people pleasing? Dear ones, true fulfillment arises from honoring the whispers of your soul. Embrace the liberating power of boundaries. Know that they are not barriers, but sacred portals through which you honor your own needs and desires. Dear ones, you possess a luminosity that is uniquely yours. Embrace your divine essence and let it radiate, illuminating the world with the brilliance of your authenticity. Step out of the shadows of people pleasing and into the radiant light of self love, for it is embracing your true self that you will find the acceptance and love you have always sought. Dear angels, today I promise to stick to my boundaries and allow myself to make decisions that will be for the best and highest good. No more shrinking and playing small. So I think that's an important message for all of us today, to embrace our luminosity. I love that word. I was having fun with it last night and playing with it. And I played with a picture that I had that someone had taken at Sedona. And I just loved what happened with it, with a burst of light that came through. So that's how I feel when we're sharing our authenticity, when we're sharing our unique and authentic voice. There's a light that shines through. And that's what luminosity is. It's a radiance. Jennifer, you are grateful. I am grateful as well, Jennifer, and thank you for being here. Annie, it was your phone, and you fixed it, and now you can hear. Awesome. And Auntie Jean says, I am typing slow because I have a puppy in my lap, but I am grateful for both my puppies. I am grateful for Ringo and Harry, and I'm so glad that they have you as their mommy, because you're the best puppy mommy in the world. Well, except for Blue Jean. I have to say that, because Blue Jean's got my gizmo, and so I know that he's well taken care of. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about our luminosity, about us using our authentic voice and shining our light out into the world. And let's just see. Okay, well, that looks interesting. So that's the Kuan Yin card. Hopefully you can see that with the background. And the card says, good fortune is granted. Just as there are physical seasons upon the earth, the soul too goes through its seasons. Spring into the soul heralds a time of birth, new ideas, new inspirations, new energy to take action, new life. new connections, and new gifts abound. New life and good fortune are headed your way. I'm so glad this card came up because there is a newness right now. I'm headed out to a place that I've kind of been before, been to the surrounding area in Palm Springs, California. But this is a new experience for me to go to this convention. And I'm taking all of you to play with the UFOs. So get ready. We don't know what kind of adventure we might have out there in the desert, but I think it's going to be a good one. And I'm ready. I prepared myself. Like whatever happens, it's all good. It's all divine. And it's interesting because this card that came up about new life and what did it say? I've already put it back. New fortune and new life are granted. Good fortune. So there's like moths everywhere right now. Are you all having a moth problem? Because they're just so prolific. They're everywhere. And there was one in the bedroom last night, and it was flitting around and making its presence known. And they've been here like every night. So I looked up the meaning of moths, and it was not that great. I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is all about. But one of the things that it mentioned was new beginnings, because it's like a message about death. And I know that death is not an ending, it's more of a beginning. So when I read this and it said, new life and good fortune are headed your way, I'm going to take that promise. I'm going to take what Kuan Yin is showing me and saying, okay, that's what the moths are trying to tell me right now, is that there's an abundance of fortune, there's abundance of newness that's headed my way. And for the second time in 3 years, there's going to be a passenger in the Angel Mobile. I'm picking up somebody today, this morning in Denver, and he's going to ride with me to California. So this will be interesting to have a passenger again. Auntie Jean did it with me for 4 months. She was in the Angel Mobile and was such great company, and we had beautiful experiences along the way. So I'm really excited that there's going to be somebody that gets to experience the Angel Mobile and get to share all of the happenings that have taken place over the last 3 years as the Angel Mobile has rolled down the road. Deirdre says, disclosure is imminent. It sure is. Yep. And that's a lot of what this convention is all about. It's a lot of facts, a lot of videos, and just discussions about what we're seeing and what we're experiencing with those from other planets. And I've said for so many decades now, I know we're not the only species out here in the universe. This whole universe is huge. So I'm ready to see what's been being shown to us now. Isabel, good morning, Isabel. I'm grateful for my ascension. I love that. And Deirdre says, I've been seeing Facebook friends showing moths, big ones. We found a really big one at Blue's house when we were out in her garden. She was cleaning out the garden before it got cold. And there was a huge caterpillar that we knew was going to turn into a really big moth. And that was pretty cool to see. But I've been seeing the moths all over the place. And every night there's so many of them that if you are not careful, they'll come right in the door with you if there's a light. Auntie Jean says, Blue has cats, dogs, and a horse. How can I compete? She is a super mom. I love that. Blue Jean is a super mom, and she's a super person. Blue, I love you so much. And Lauren Riley, hello and good morning to you. Blue says, ooh, June is supposed to be a good fortune month. Well, I'm going to hold that promise. Okay, Blue, thank you for that, because God knows I need some good fortune right now. It's getting a little tight, and so I'm ready for that abundance. I'm ready for things to happen with ease and grace, and I'm just going to claim that promise. And Blue says, hey, we come in pairs, Jean. You sure do. Lauren, you've been up since 3 a.m. I think I went to bed at 3 a.m. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't get a lot of sleep, and the nighttime is the time that the angels communicate, and I'm able to get those messages in so clearly from them when I just turn off all distractions and just relax and let the messages come. Isabel says, wow, I am welcoming disclosure and ready for new life. Yeah, I think we all are. I think we're ready for that newness. We've been into this year for almost 6 months now, coming up on the 6th month in just a couple of days. And I'm ready. I'm ready for it to look different, feel different, and go forward in a big way. And Lauren says, the rigid nature and not wanting to take on new responsibility is keeping me where I am. It'll keep you stagnant because we're constantly changing. Life is constantly changing. We are not the same person we were yesterday. Not at all. We've had experiences that have happened over the last 24 hours, and those experiences change us and take us in a direction. So, yeah, just embrace it. Embrace the change. Embrace the knowingness of who you are and what you are. And like the angel message said, just speak authentically. Let your words flow from you, whatever is on your heart to say. No people pleasing. Just allow yourself to be you, fully, authentically you. And Blue said it was a great experience to have a front row seat to the Teri and Jean show. I laughed so much, I can't tell you how many times I almost peed my pants. It was a lot of fun being with Jean. And we'll do it again. I know we will. Jean said last night she was living vicariously through me right now, going to this UFO convention. And I think a lot of you are, because it's something that is different and we're curious about. And, I'm just asking the angels to show me, just show me, how does this fit in with this human experience that we are having? And I include all of you. So it'll be interesting to see. Suzanne says, Jackie just said last night, what's up with the moths? She had 4 moths over the past few days in her room. Yeah, I didn't know that it was all over. I thought it was just here in Colorado, because I even said that. I said, what's up with all these moths that I'm seeing everywhere? You can't go outside without seeing them, whether it's day or night. And it's interesting because in my experience, I've always seen like the moths gravitate to a light. If you have an outside light on at night, you see them coming to the light. But now they're everywhere. They don't need a light. They're just everywhere. And Deirdre, you're seeing a pattern here. Yeah, I know. Kathy Hand, good morning to you. And Kathy, I hope you're having a beautiful visit with your daughter. I hope this weekend was all you wanted it to be with that togetherness. Catherine DeSanti would love to attend one of those. Well, you are, because everywhere I go, you all go. You know that. And so there'll be pictures. Don't think I can take pictures inside as we're having the sessions, but there definitely will be pictures, and they're selling DVDs at the convention. So I'm going to be attending as much as I can. I'm volunteering, so I have a full weekend pass to go to whatever I want to go to that they're doing. And I'm excited about that because I can choose to go to something that really catches my attention. And I know some of the presenters, so hopefully I will be able to hang out with some of them and learn more in depth. So let's have a message this morning. My light's a little bright. I don't know why it's so bright. And it's so bright, I can't see how to turn it down. There we go. All right, so a message from the tiny book of angel messages. But first, we have a message from our Blue Gene. And Blue says, we have not had any real moths yet because of the cold. We had been talking about the year of the moth. A number of years ago, we had those big ones with mirrors on their wings. One morning, we woke and the back of the house was covered with Luna moths. Wow. I know, there just seems to be an abundance of them right now, Jean. All right, Jean Lorio says page 58, please. So let me go there. Page 58 has 5 messages. So which one do you want first? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And maybe I'll read all of them. Maybe I'll read a couple. Who knows? Forgot to plug my computer in. Just a moment to do that. Okay, computer's plugged in. It's happy. I'm happy. And we want number 5, Isabel says. And number 5, Suzanne says. And Blue, oh, it must be number 5. Good morning, Robin Waters Dykes. I had a moth in my bedroom night before last. Yeah, I've had one in my bedroom every night for the last couple of nights. Okay, message number 5 says, when you honor the land, it responds to your energy. When you care for the plants and the trees, they will thrive and reproduce. There's a big message here because we're here on this planet for just a short time, and the planet takes care of us. It gives us everything that we need. It nurtures us, it feeds us. Everything that we need is provided. And how do we repay Mama Gaia? How do we share our thank you, our gratitude? You know, some people are so oblivious that they just throw garbage on the ground, or they cut a tree down, mindlessly without even thinking what that's doing to the ecosystem. So this is something that's really important for us to think about, this message, that when we honor the land, it responds to our energy. And I think most of you that are here know the journey that I am on, which includes honoring the land, bringing in an energy of peace, doing the land blessings, which means that I'm calling on divine, I'm calling on the angels, the spirit guides, the masters, to bring in good energy wherever I go, into the places that I've been to and that I will go to. and doing the land blessings, just honoring that this is our responsibility to say thank you to the land, to work with it the best that we can while we're here. And I think this message is really huge for all of us. We called it to us. There were so many of you that said message 5. So let's talk about that. How do you honor the land? How do you honor this planet, Mama Gaia, that we're all walking on her back? What have you done recently? Just ask yourself. You don't have to answer, but I'd love for some answers, because I'd love more ideas about how we can honor our land. So if you feel it, type it in so we all can see how we can do more of that. Deirdre says, I thank Mama Gaia by sending unconditional love all the time, all day and night long. Yeah, I do that as well, Deirdre. I pray for peace on our land. I'm right now part of an organization called 10 Million for World Peace, and I've invited all of you to come along on that journey to be a part of that 10 million that wants to send out messages of inspiration and hope, messages that say, we want peace. We want to get along. We want a world that works for all of us. We want a world that's sustainable, that our children and our children's children and their children will all be able to enjoy like we enjoy our planet. Good morning, Andrea. And Blue says, prayers for our walnut tree. It's not feeling well this year. It's too cold for it, and its leaves are not coming out. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Blue. We'll send love into that walnut tree. They do respond when we honor the land. That was the message. When we honor the trees. And then when they're ready, they let us know that, just like humans, it's my time. My time is up. I've done what I came here to do, and now it's time to move on. So it may be the message it's giving you, but listen to it. Listen to it, because it will speak. Auntie Jean says, I'm grateful for Pachamama. Absolutely. Suzanne says, you could send it some Reiki. Yeah, we Reiki the plants. We send blessings and lift up energy to all the plants, all the plant family, and all of nature. And Auntie Jean says, not the fairy tree. I'm thinking it might be, Auntie Jean. And Deirdre says, I've done the Pachamama Alliance courses a few times. Yeah, every full moon, that's one of the things that we can do, is honor Pachamama and just bring our wishes for the future, how we would like to envision seeing Pachamama and the healing that can take place on our land. Suzanne says, I am planting more native plants. I love taking care of the birds. Have a hummingbird feeder, a bird bath, and a bird feeder out. Oh, I'm sure they love that. And I enjoy the hummingbirds. That's one of the special treats in life, is when you watch the hummingbirds. When we were in Glenwood Springs last weekend, Ruth and Karen Palmer and I, there were so many hummingbirds. And we just had this place that we stayed at. There were so many plants and bushes, and the birds just were always there. And they were always laughing and singing. I envisioned them singing to me every time I hear them. And I don't know if you all heard the funny that I shared about a month ago, maybe, when I was with Kuka and we went to the UFO experience in Arizona. And one of the funnies that was on the wall said that birds are alien spies. And I think of that now. Every time I hear the birds chirping, I'm like, what are you reporting back? So, yeah, I look at them and I just try to look birds in the eyes and I say, what are you saying? What are you telling me? And what are you telling the world? And Blue said, yes, the tree David and me planted 35 years ago. Walnut trees all died here in Vermont decades ago from a blight. So it's a miracle. And oh my gosh, Lulu Bell, you came to wish me good travels, didn't you? That's my little good luck charm. I love Lulu. Kathy Hand says, each day I sit here at my desk window and gaze with love on our backyard and all the trees, the birds, the squirrels, and the bunnies. I love your backyard, Kathy. It's amazing all the nature that's out there. And Suzanne said, those are my little moments of joy, watching the birds splash in the water or watching the hummers drink. Yeah, I love that. In Glenwood Springs, when we were there were so many hummingbirds, and they would come right up to us, but they would sit on a branch and just let us take pictures and talk to them. Um, I didn't have my camera out, but Ruth took lots and lots of pictures of the hummingbirds while they were sitting on the branch. So I'll see if she'll share some of those, and we can share them with you. All right, so it's prayer time and time for me to start thinking about getting ready to get out of here. I'm almost all packed up, just have a few more things after I take a shower and get dressed, and then I'll be out the door, headed toward Denver and then on to California. So type in your prayer request and please keep me in your prayers today. It's going to be a long day on the road, but I think it will go fast because I've got somebody to hold conversation with in the car. And Robin says, I need to get outside to fill bird baths, feeders, and water the plants and collect mom's squash. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember our families who lost loved ones for our freedom. Please add Tyler King to our prayer list. He's having a hard time. Well, let's add him to the grids. We have our pair of jeans here who happen to have a pair of grids from coast to coast. So Tyler King is the name to go in the grid today, ladies, and thank you. Thank you, Suzanne, for the travel prayers. And Deirdre has our wonderful prayer that she gives us every time she's here. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and world peace, and attention to human trafficking, and prayers for safe travels. Thank you, Deirdre. I appreciate that. It's going to take about 2 days to get to California by car from where I'm at. So thank you for being with me in that car. Thank you, Isabel. I'll take that prayer for safety in traveling. And Robin says, traveling mercies for you, for your journey ahead. I love you. Namaste. I love you too, Robin, and thank you for that. And Blue Jean says, trillium, trout lily, cucumber lily, flowering oat, mullein violets are among my sweet forest garden, with Babel's merry tune to keep us in time. I love Babel. And Isabel, prayers for all in need today. Kathy Hand, prayers for a safe journey for you and for Marlena and Luke on their way home to North Carolina. Yeah, it's going to be a heavy travel day, I think, for a lot of people leaving after the weekend. So I really appreciate those prayers. Thank you all. And calling on Archangel Michael to just cover the angel mobile and keep it safe wherever it goes. I'll have to take a picture of my dash. Who was it? Oh, it was Dido that said that I have a traveling altar because there's so much on the front of the car now, the front dash. So I'll take a picture and show you guys. It just keeps me happy when I look over and I see mementos of things that have been given to me, and um, just the reminders that spirit is with me in that car, and that's what it's all about, is sharing the light. Okay, so let's go into our hearts, remembering that we have a lot of people depending on us for prayer that have given us names of their loved ones, and a lot of you that have asked for prayer yourself. Let's remember our Lillian in Norway, going through a really hard time right now, and her daughter has just gone through something horrendous. So let's lift up Lillian and her daughter in Norway. Please remember our Dr. Ruth Anderson and her family, some family members going through some struggles there. And there's one that's been on our prayer list, I know, for a year and probably more than a year. And her name is Diana. And hospice and the family were called in over the weekend. So praying that she has a safe journey in her transition into spirit, and her loved ones are just going to really have a hole there where she was. And prayers for your safety at the mall as you'll be working today, Robin. We got you. Okay. All right. You can keep putting in your prayer requests. We're going to go ahead and just lift up all of these prayers. Everybody we pray for on a regular basis, just asking for the best and highest good in each situation, whatever it may be. Those who are hurting, those who are getting ready to transition and leave their human bodies, those who are in pain. Let's just ask for some alleviation of pain. And I'm thinking of our Sally and Tony. They're not here with us this morning, but I know Sally's going through a lot right now of physical pain. So let's lift her and ask for that pain to be alleviated. So go into your heart with me. Let's do this together. Breathe in. The breath is the connector. And when we breathe into our heart center, we can actually hear and feel. And if you're really visual, you can see your heartbeat. You can feel the rhythm of it for sure. So just get into that rhythm of the heartbeat. What's it saying to you? What is your heart telling you in this moment? My heart is saying that this is a family that loves. That's what we do. It's who we are. We lift each other. We hold each other up when we think that we can't even move another foot forward. We support each other emotionally. Whatever's going on in your life right now, just turn it over. Just envision there's this huge box in the middle of our circle. Whatever you want to place in there, go ahead and do that now. If there's a burden that's on your heart, if there's a pain energy in your body, if there's a sadness and a grief from the loss of a loved one or the impending loss, if there's an illness, a dis-ease going on, whatever is happening right now, just turn over anything that's not for your best and highest good, anything that's stopping you from fully being your authentic self, from shining your luminosity and letting your radiance go out into the world. We are that light. We came here for such a time as this, to shine our lights forward, to show others that there is hope, there is inspiration, there's something to hold on to. So right now, just unburden yourself. And in doing that, you uncover that beautiful light. So let's all feel the energy of these prayers that are going into the box right now. That long list that we go over once a week, let's put that in the box. The travel, any concern over travel, put it in the box. We're releasing anything of low vibration, and that frees up our energy field for all of the wonder and the awe, the knowingness, the faith, the trust that everything is working perfectly. And I'm thinking of our Marietta out there on the waterways, praying for Michael to guide her boat wherever she is. Keep her safe and those that are on board safe. For all of our beautiful fur babies and the things they're going through right now. So just release this morning. That's what this is all about. It's a letting go, a shedding of anything not needed, anything not wanted. If there's an anger, if there's a sadness, if there's worry and concern, you don't need that. And I don't think you want that. So place it in the box. Let it go. We're all right here, holding space as you do that. So I'm just watching and envisioning those of you that are deciding to walk up to the box and hand it over. Just place whatever it is in there. I see some of you gently placing it. I see some that are tossing it in, saying, I don't want this anymore. Take this from me. You know, there's a song right now that has really touched my heart. And the song is, I Need a Prayer. And it's such a beautiful message. And one of the lines from that song is, I only talk to God when I need a prayer. And it's my prayer that that's not the case with all of us gathered here, that we talk to God all the time, that we can place things in this box all the time. You don't have to wait for prayer time that we do here every day. You don't have to wait for your own prayer time. You can communicate with God all the time. And just be aware, is this a pattern that you've seen for you? That you only talk to God when you need a prayer, when there's something going wrong, something that's not quite right in your world? We can shift that. We can shift that energy and make every step we take a prayer as we walk on Gaia's back. I do that. Every footstep that I put down, I pray for all of you. I pray for our world. I pray for peace. Let's all do that. Let's make every moment, every breath we breathe, every step we take, make it a prayer for all of humankind, for all of the animals, all of nature, all of our water, to be blessed, to feel loved, to be sustainable. I love you all so much. I lift you up every day, and I take you with me. Whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm going, you're right here. You're in my heart, and you're in that car. So let's share some love with each other right now. Let's just hold each other tight, and hopefully you're a little lighter right now because you let go of some of that stuff. You let go of the things that maybe something was bothering you, or maybe you had something going on physically or emotionally that you were ready to just put it down, let it go, toss it, lay it down, whatever. Just shed it today. Don't hold on to it. So let's do our love and our gratitude and get on with our day because I got places to go. And 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so very much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And let's see the love that's flowing forward. Auntie Jean, first one up. Thank you. I love you so much. Love you, Auntie Jean. Thank you, Catherine DeSanti. I appreciate those prayers. Deirdre, thank you. I love you. Joanne, good morning. Peace, love, and namaste. Tammy Fisk, hi, sweetheart. Thank you. I love you. Isabel, Kathy Hand, Jennifer, and our Suzanne. So proud of you, Suzanne. You're doing amazing, amazing, amazing things in your life. All right, so let's get ready to get out of here. And if you didn't read that blog, I encourage you to go read it because those words from the angels, they're magic. They really are. They're such beautiful guidance for our life. And if you don't know how to find it, you just go here to angelspeakers.com and you can go to the blog and read all of them every day, well, every night. The angels give a message, and it's a message for all of us. So here we go. Take good care, everyone. I'll see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everybody.